welcome on back in, guys. Here we are for the next video. They're looking at here is a little test vehicle to accomplish getting these two things done. So the solid fuel booster at launch site, which is this little guy, and then the radial decoupler at launch site as well, which is this guy. And so in a previous video, I mentioned about not having them together because that will immediately decouple and launch. Well, in this instance, we want them to, because they both need to be done at the launch site. So what also I have here is the Science Junior, which is another science gear, which we can accomplish getting it had. And then the other sciences as well. Now, what we're going to do, because we want to accomplish getting this mission done as well as gather science, we're going to go to a different launch site. So instead of just hitting launch here, we want to go start, and then we want to choose the launch site, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to, because we already landed in the desert, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get the desert launch site. Therefore, we can pick up the launch pad stuff. Now, once we come in here, we want to toggle SAS because that is now side heavy, as you can see. Try to tip it back. I don't know if this is going to work. This might explode. We'll see. All right. Oh boy. It exploded. Right. We hit start and we want to revert to launch. Don't want it to tip over like that. Let's try. There we go. So now we launched that and accomplished getting those two missions. Now let's see if it'll extend out with it down. And it does. Wonderful. All right, so now we are at the desert launch site. Now we want to go ahead and we want to observe the materials bay, to observe the good old goo on all of these. And we want to observe the pressure. The temperature. The pressure again. Temperature again. Now what we're doing here is we're gathering all the science possible. So there should be none left. in residual from when we are here. Now, go ahead. Data, store it, observe it again. Select that data, store it, observe it again. Take the pressure, redo it again. Take the temperature, redo it again. Right. Run the crew report. Okay. All right, so there is all of our science data. So we just gathered all of that and tested that and accomplished those. Now we can recover the vessel. And then we'll take the same vessel except excluding the booster on over to the other site to collect the data over there. Any other missions here? E. Tourist. That's not very much money. Right, so now I come back in here, move that, save that vehicle again. This time we want to go to Woomray. All right, and we're going to do the same exact thing. So go ahead, we're going to observe. Get all of our science here. And now what this is going to do is going to help us be able to get some more science unlocked. So hopefully we can get the solar panels. We can generate power so that when we go out to the moon or out to the orbit the sun, we'll be able to still have power. All right, so now we've got all of that collected. We'll go ahead and run the EVA. Collect. Store. Observe. Collect. Restore. Observe. Take. Log again. Take again. And log again. All right. I believe that is everything. Go ahead, board. And recover the vessel. All right. Now we got 111 science. Okay. Now, come in here and we're going. We sure can. So we have enough for solar panels. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to snag up those solar panels. We're going to come back in here. And we're going to open up the ship I just created. So similar to the Mark II, except has a little bit more fuel in the first and second stage, and more boosters. So instead of 4, it's got 6 boosters, 1 additional fuel for the first stage, and 1 additional fuel for the second stage. And I did test this. Was a little rocky getting up there, but it was able to get into orbit. We had enough fuel to be able to accomplish a moon flyby, and what I'm going to show here in the next video, the way to be able to get your Kerbals to level 2, 2 stars, and that's where you got to go exit Kerbal space and enter interplanetary space, and then come back, land again, or have a science station out there where you accomplish tasks and you can upgrade your Kerbals while in space. So that's what our next video will be. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to place the solar panels that we just got on this bad boy. Alright, go ahead to... Alright, so I just hit the left on the D-pad to rotate it from north-south to east-west. And then what we're gonna do, actually, I think, is just encircle it. Go. Now we got solar panels. Generate electricity, but we don't have a place to store it. Storage lack. Because a parachute issue is because I have the reaction wheel. The parachute, it thinks that it's not on the pod when in actuality it is. It's a weird glitch, but it is one. Use monopropellant. Remove the monopropellant. So when you don't have monopropellant thrusters, your pod just comes with base monopropellant. But if you don't have the thrusters for it, there's no reason for you to take the fuel up for it, which adds additional weight. So you can remove that fuel by hitting square, and then you scroll down here, and that's the MP, which is monopropellant. Alright, is there anything else we needed on this to accomplish it? I don't believe so, but we'll go ahead and we'll add a battery. On there. Okay, so now we've got electricity. I know we're missing the ladder, but we don't have it. This is going to be going out further. Get the better antenna. All right. There we go. Now, the Kerbal Tour Mark III. And then this next video here, we will launch it. So what we're going to end up doing in this next video here is going to do 2 missions. One, the mission is going to compile of Jebediah and Bob, and they're gonna go leave Kerbal. They're gonna go, and they're gonna go out and orbit the sun and come back so they can become level 2 scientist and level 2 pilot. Same time, we're going to leave Valentina. Actually, no, what we'll probably end up doing is have Jeb, Bill, and Bob go. The first crew to leave. Valentina will stay behind, accomplish this tour task, and go accomplish orbiting the moon. Or not orbiting the moon, but flying by the moon. I don't know if we'll have enough to get into fuel to get into orbit around the moon and then get back out of orbit and back home. That I'll have to test, but I do know we have enough to get to deep space and back. Not deep space, but like interplanetary space and back. That is, let's go ahead and save there. We'll return to the Space Center. Double check any other tours before we save. All right. So that is that video here. Again, that was just a quick rundown of how to accomplish getting like a simple mission done, as well as gathering all the science at the pads. You want to kind of keep doing that as you unlock more science. And as you unlock more science, there you are able to, unlock more gear, which helps you be able to accomplish more tasks, etc., etc., etc. But yeah, catch us on the next video here for where we're going to send Jeb and crew to go orbit the sun, as well as Valentina will accomplish getting the tourist task done, and the probably video after that would be the Mun visit. But yeah, again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And again, this is Kerbal Space Program Console Edition, PlayStation 5, DLC, no mods on the console version. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope everybody has a wonderful evening.